Hello, my dear learners. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So, here I welcome you all in your value education class. In this class, we will start up chapter number 4 of your book, and the name of the chapter is Gender Equality. Gender Equality is the chapter name. Have you heard this name before? Maybe yes. Okay. So, in this chapter, my dear learners, of course, with a short story, we will understand what is gender equality, and then after that, completing that story, we will understand what is gender equality, some key aspects of gender equality, what are the benefits, and some challenges now facing why the gender equality is not being there in our society. And in the last, we will see some examples also. Okay, so we will see everything about gender equality. What is it and how we can able to achieve, and how we can establish and how we can able to make our society gender discrimination free. Clear? So are you ready? Let's start. Chapter number 4, gender equality. That means equal right, equal opportunity for all. Give equal right, equal opportunity to everyone. That is gender equality. You treat everyone equally, whether it's a girl or a boy. Does not matter. Now the society is becoming good, and slowly it changes also, in which the girls and boys treated equally. But in the if you ask your parents, that point of time is also been like that. The discrimination is there. Okay. So let's start up. Okay, let's start with a short story. The name of the story is The Village Art Contest. Let's see what this story all about. What this story teaches you about gender equality. Let's start. Okay, so in the picturesque village of Willbrook, the annual art contest was a cherished tradition. So in his village, this art contest is very cherished and very happy moment of their village. Okay, because everyone loves to attend this type of fair. Children from all over would submit their artwork, and the villagers would celebrate their creativity with a grand exhibition this year. So everyone around the village, different villages, they come here and they showcase their artwork in this exhibition. Art exhibition is organized in that. Okay. This year, however, the villagers noticed something troubling. This year, the villagers noticed something very troubling. The contest had become more focused on the work of boys, with the girls' contributions often overlooked. So there should be a discrimination between the girls and boys in this year, in which the boys' artwork shows more as compared to the girls. Okay, this discriminations I am telling about. So Sanvi, a talented young artist with a passion for painting. Sanvi loves painting and she is a painter, had noticed this pattern. So Sanvi noticed this pattern, like boys artwork is shown highlighted more as compared to the girls artwork. She loved painting beautiful scenes of natures and dreamed of seeing her work displayed at the contents. And of course, she wants to showcase her work in that exhibition, but she feels this type of discrimination. She become very sad. However, each year her entries were not given the same attentions as those as of boys, despite their equality. One day, Sanvi decided to address this issue. She spoke with his friends, including Raj. Sanvi told about Raj about that. This is the thing is happening now. A supportive classmate who also enjoy painting. Raj is also enjoying painting. Sanvi take the help of Raj. Together, they created a plan to ensure that everyone art was given equal consideration. So he is making that plan. So that's why everyone art is treated as equal. Does not matter it is made by a boy or a girl. Every artwork recognized equally. This is the main point which Raj and Sanvi wants to do. They drafted a letter to the village council. Of course, they write a letter to the village council. So they drafted a letter to the village council explaining the problem and suggestions that the judges should review all entries without bias. So of course, they write the letter to the council that all the entries should be like that, and the result should be unbiased. No biasness on the basis of a girls and a boys. When the village council received the letter, they was very surprised, and when the villagers council see that letter, it's very surprised. They had not realized that their selection process might be unfair. He cannot know about that, and this selection process should be so much biasness in it. The council agreed to address the issues and decide to implement a new system where all artwork would be judged anonymously. This way, the judges would focus solely on the quality of the art rather than who created it. Who created is not important. The quality of the artwork is important, and by that quality, you can give marks, you can give reward for that. So, as the art contest approached, the children were very excited to see how the new system worked. Because every children was very excited to see the system is working or not. Sanvi submitted her last painting, a vibrant depicting of a sunset over the village, and felt hopefully that her work would be appreciated on its own merit. So she was very happy. Now let's see the system is working or not. Does our work is also depicting or not? So the day of exhibition arrived. The day of exhibition arrived, and the village was busy with anticipations. The new judging system was in a place, and all the artwork was displayed for everyone to see. All the artwork is displayed in the exhibition. In the exhibition, of course, if there's art exhibition, the artwork is displayed. So displayed to Sanvi delight, her painting was one of the top entries and was awarded by the first prize. So Sanvi was awarded with the first prize because she made a very beautiful painting. Her work was celebrated by the entire village, and the judges praised her for its creativity and skills. Of course, the judges also praised Sanvi about his creativity and painting skills. The success of a new judging system led to a significant change in the village approach to the art contest. The focus shifted to celebrating each child's uniqueness, talent, and ensuring that everyone had an equal chance to shine. This judging system tells you about that, in which you have to assess everyone in respect of their gender. Give chance to everyone. Give chance to everyone to shine their potentials. The village became more inclusive, and the annual art contests were transformed into a celebrations of diverse talent. Sanvi bravery in addressing the issues and the village's willingness to change result in a more fair and encouraging environment for all the children. The story of the village art contest become an example of how equality and fairness can make a positive impact, fostering a community where everyone's contributions are valued. So by this story, we can understand that everyone's contribution is very, very important in this. Okay, whether it's a girl or a boy, if they do hard work, if the painting is good, give them credit. No matter who is he, what's the name, what's from where he or she is belongs to. No, treat everyone equal. We all are human beings. That's the most true thing is that. No one can deny for that. Okay, so the moral of the story behind is fairness and inclusivity are crucial for creating an environment where everyone talent and efforts are recognized and valued. So everyone was recognized and valued by that. By addressing and correcting biasness, communities can ensure that all individuals, regardless of their gender or background, have equal opportunity to succeed and to be celebrated. This is the moral of the story. Clear? Okay? Okay. Now we will understand one by one thing. Like first we have to understand, what does equality means? What is the meaning of equality? So gender equality means providing equal rights, responsibility and opportunity for people of all the genders. Give equal opportunity to everyone. That is the main thing. It involves ensuring that individuals are not discriminated against or disadvantaged based on their gender. No discrimination is carried on. Okay, so the gender equality is crucial for creating a fair and just society. It allows everyone to reach their full potential, contributes to economic growth and fosters social cohesion. When genders are treated equally, the benefit extended to families, communities and nation. So always try to focus on gender equality. Treat the gender equally. Now, we will see some key aspects of gender equality. What are some key aspects of gender equality? First is equal right. First is equal right. Give equal rights to everyone. That means everyone has the same legal rights and opportunities regardless of their gender. Give equal rights to everyone. That's the thing. Okay. Next is fair play. That means equal pay for equal work regardless of their gender. You can give the pay equally. If I am working for 4 hours, the other boy is also working for 4 hours, pay us and we are doing same job. Give equal pay. Okay, next is balanced representation. That means equal representation of all gender in leaderships and decision making roles. Next is access to resources. Access to resources also been equal. That means equal access to education, healthcare and financial services. Give equal opportunity to them. Next is preventing violence. Means addressing and preventing gender bias, violence and harassment. Next is challenging stereotype. That means breaking down gender stereotype and traditional rules. Okay, this is the thing important. Next is work-life balance. That means supporting both men and women with policy for work and family life. Next is education. Education is important. From education also we can able to develop gender equality. Promoting gender equality through education and awareness. Next is legal protection. That means enforcing law against gender discriminations. So all these things are important. So that's why we can able to inculcate gender equality. Okay, by giving equal rights, by fair pay, balanced representations, access to resources, prevent violence. All these things are important for that. Okay. Now we will see some challenges in gender equality. What are the challenges are there? First challenge is persistent inequality. Persistent inequality means despite progress, many regions still face significant gender inequalities in pay, representation and access to resources. Nowadays, everyone also feeling that there should be inequality in the terms of pay, representation and resources. Girls and boys cannot get equal pay, cannot get equal representations. Yes, nowadays this also happen. That is the most important challenge. Next is culture norms. Culture norm means deeply ingrained cultural norms and stereotype can hinder efforts towards achieving gender equality. Next is violence and harassment. That means gender bias violence remain a serious issues impacting individual safety and well-being. So these are the three challenges that comes on the way of gender equality. Okay, now we will see some advancing gender equality. How we advance our gender equality. Okay, first is policy and legislation. Yes, with the help of policy and legislation, we can able to make gender equality. So implementing and enforcing laws that promotes gender equality and protect against discriminations. Okay, next is education. That means providing education that challenges gender stereotype and promotes understanding and respect. Next is support system is also there. That means developing support systems such as mentoring, counseling, and networks to help individual overcome barriers. Okay, next is some examples of gender equality. What are the examples of it? Does they have any examples? Yes. What are they? First is workplace. In the workplace, how we can able to inculcate gender equality? That is, a company pays men and women the same salary for the same job and experience. If they have same job, same experience, give them same pay. Whether it's a girl or a boy, it does not matter. Normally in the government offices, everyone treat equally. If I am also doing the same, if I am my post and your post is same, I can get equal pay for that. Women and men hold equal numbers of senior positions in a company. Nowadays, almost all the senior positions are held by the women. That's the empowerment. That is known as women empowerment. That's why everybody is now focusing on girl educations. There's a reason behind that, because we want to boost up our confidence. We want the girls to be shine. So, hope so you are with me also. The girls who are watching this video, comment down below, yes ma'am, we are with you and we also wants to shine and we also have wings to fly. Yes? See? In the comment section, write yes and your name. Let's see how many of you can able to understand and how many of you can want to be shine in the world. Okay? Next is education. That means boys and girls have the same opportunity to study subjects like engineering and science. Scholarships are available equally for boys, both boys and girls pursuing STEM. STEM means science, technology, engineering and mathematics studies. So nowadays, no subject is, the subject is not made for the girls or boys. Anyone can take, anyone can good in maths. It's not the girls cannot be good in maths. Okay. Next is politics. Politics. So a parliament has an equal number of men and women members. Nowadays, the reservation is also there in parliament for the girls, for the women. Okay. Now, in sports also, so men's and women's sports team receive equal funding and facilities. Women's sports even get as much as media coverage as men. That shows that gender equality is there, whether it's in term of education, in the politics, in the sports, in the health care also. So both men and women have equal access to medical services and treatments. Medical studies including both gender to ensure treatments work for everyone. Next is family life. That means both partners share household chores and child rearing equally. Nowadays, both the parents, whether it's a girl or a boy or a father or a mother, can able to perform their duties. Next is media and representations. So media shows both gender in variety and positive roles. Media companies have equal numbers of men and women in the top job. Like in media, for example, advertisement is there. If there is a household advertisements, why the household advertisements only done by women? Men also do. Yes. If there is something related for the cooking, why only cooking is done for in that advertisement only females are there to make some delicious food. Men also can able to do. Nowadays, I know something is changing. That's a good, that is the thing. We want to change our society. It's me and you who can do it. There's no one other else. No god and goddess comes in our planet to change this thing. This is a mindset that we both have to change. Okay. So this is the thing. Next is legal right. That means law prohibit discrimination based on gender in jobs and services. Legal systems protect individuals from gender bias, violence and harassment. These are the things. Examples are clear. By these examples, we can able to decrease the gender inequalities that is there. Now, we will see some notable personalities who exemplify gender equality. Who are they? First one, Faiz de Souza. That means a prominent journalist and media personality known for her efforts to highlight gender issues and advocate for gender equality through her work in journalism. She empowers the public with knowledge and advocates for equal representation in media. Next one is Murmul Thakur. We all know Murmul Thakur, an actress and advocate for women issues. She has used her public platform to promote gender equality and support various social causes. Her voice has been pivotal in bringing women's rights to the forefront in media. Next is Susmita Sen. So the first Indian to win Miss Universe and a prominent actress, she is known for her advocacy of women's rights and adoptions of children as a single mother. She continued to challenge traditions, societal norms, and inspire others. So these are some famous personalities, my dear. And next one is the famous one, that is Malala Yousafzai. So an advocate of girl education, she stood up the girls' rights to education in Pakistan despite threat from Taliban. She became the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate. Her bravery has sparked a global movement for girls' education. She do the work for it. So these percentage shows that gender equality is very essential to promote girls' education, to boost their girls' educations. Okay, all these things. I'm hoping so the gender equality is clear to you, in which you have to treat every gender equally is known as gender equality. Okay, so this chapter is over. I'm hoping so the chapter is clear to you. So this is all about, my dear learners, for this class. Thank you so much. And also make sure that you also follow gender equality in your surrounding, in your homes. Okay, so this is all about, my dear learners, for this class. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will meet you soon with another chapter of your book. Till then, bye bye.